And it's so funny, like in the morning he's like wired, but like by the end of the day he's like, oh gosh, I'm ready to sleep. You know, because like we train with him all day long. But like in the morning.
Oh yeah, already.
Alright, so first I'm just going to show you like manners. Okay. So like whenever I tell him okay, it means like he can walk and like be a normal dog. Like he doesn't need to like cling to me. But he can't pull on the leash, he can't jump on people, he can't play bite with people. So that's like the okay command, it's like a free move. Let's go. Good boy. Good boy. Then for the next command, sit command. So there's no hand signal or anything, you just say sit. Sit. Good boy. And when you tell him the command, any command, just like make sure you're firm about it. You know, don't ask him to sit, tell him to sit. You know, if you're saying down, don't ask him to down, tell him down. Good boy. No, I'm not helping you. Good boy. So there's no hand signal, you just tell him sit. Once in the sit, he's expected to stay there until I give him the release command or another command. So if I want to get him up, I just say, okay, good boy, and like start moving. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Now for the next command, the heel command. So the hand signal is like this. You want to bring your left hand with your palm out to your hip, and you say heel, and then you can put the signal away and start walking. Now with this, like he knows to be a little bit more strict. Like I actually need him like right there. Good boy. Good heel. No. And if he ever pulls, you just want to give him a correction like that. Good boy. Good heel. And then when you stop in the heel, he knows to automatically sit there. Even though I didn't tell him sit, he still is expected to stay there because his butt is touching the floor. He's doing a sit. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Okay. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Now for the next command, the down command. So the hand signal is like this, and you want to bring it like right over top of his head. So you want to like stand in the same direction he is. Bring your hand out over his head and say down. Good boy. Good down. That's not your favorite thing to do. Good boy. And then once in the down, he is expected to stay in the down. So I don't need to tell him stay. It's just down and he knows to stay there. Good boy. Good boy. And like you always want to praise him when he's doing good. Good boy. Good down. Okay. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Now for the last command is a come command. So what you want to do is first put him in a command, either a down or a sit. Make sure he's staying. First, like just take a couple steps away. Good boy. And then walk to the end of the leash, and the hand signal for come is like this. You just bring your left hand to your chest, and you say, come! Let's go! Good boy. Good boy. And like when he comes to you, he's expected to sit just like that in front of you. And at first, don't correct him for not coming. So like if you say come and he just like sits there for a second, encourage him like I did. Like, let's go, come on. Because it's supposed to be like a really good thing. Like you don't want him to associate the word come with a correction, because then he's never going to come to you. But until you know that he knows what the word come means, like for sure every time you say it, he's coming without hesitation, only then can you start correcting him for not coming. Because he's showing you, I understand what you're talking about, but screw you, I'm going to go do my own thing. So now you can start correcting him for that. But right now, like I'm not going to be correcting him for the come command. Good boy. And also about the corrections, okay. Like I know he hasn't really messed up, so I haven't really been able to like show you what a correction really looks like.
I can show you what it looks like.
Yeah, we'll try to get him on. Oh, the sleep.
Oh, help.
Let's go. What's that? Good boy. And like this.
He like learned how to control himself, because before it was like this thing came out,
oh, yeah.
and he did not do anything. He was like, forget that, I'm not doing that. But like now he knows, unless the command is actually given, then he's allowed to.
Let's go. See, that was a correction right there. So like because he was running towards you, he was going to start pulling you. So I'll try it again. Good boy. Now because of that correction, he's not running. He's not like just focused on you. I took his mind off of it, now he's looking at me. Good boy. So like whenever you do give a correction, you always want to like test it. Do the same thing that just made him deserve that correction. Make sure he's not going to do it again. So like right there, I did it once, corrected him because he was going to pull me. So then I circled around, did it again, he didn't pull me. Good boy. You know, so like you're teaching him. You know, this is good. What you just did was bad. Good boy. Okay. Let's go. Good boy. I know, you must hear that. Let's go. What's that? No. Good boy, let's go. Come on.
Let's go. Maybe even more excited.
Sit. Good boy. Good sit. Now he's like, I just gotta look at you. Tug's not there, I'm not looking at it. Good boy. No, sit. And also, like, with each command comes, like, a different correction. So, like, let's say he's in a sit, right? And he breaks his sit. I didn't tell him to break his sit, he breaks his sit. So the correction for no sit is you just, like, want to come up straight in the air and do, like, a pop and say no sit. For him pulling forward, you want to give him a correction backward. Like, basically, it's the opposite of what he's doing. If he pulls you forward, you correct him backward. If he pulls you to that side, you correct him to this side. If he doesn't lay down, like if I tell him down and he doesn't lay down, so I'm going to take the leash and correct him to the floor and tell him no down.
Which is up for up?
Sit.
Okay.
So if I tell him sit,
Okay, all right. So
Yeah,
this.
basically like where you want his head to be.
Uh-huh.
So you want his head to come up because his butt should be down. You know, so you want to correct him up. Yeah, so like basically just do like the opposite of like what he's doing. So if he's like I'm not sitting, you're gonna correct him right to the floor, saying no down. You know, so he understands